All right, meteorologist Peyton Domschke joins us on this beautiful Saturday.
Beautiful for anything that folks want to do outside.
Right.
Apple picking, I mean, we listed that for folks. I don't know if we get so lucky about the International Space Station
Yeah, you
Passover.
mentioned those clouds in that camera out there.
Yes, they're streaming in. They're only going to continue to move on in, and
Right.
that puts a damper on those chances. But I think we kind of ride the line with rain chances come tomorrow, which is fantastic. There will be a few showers around, but I think there will be mixed and dry time, which means folks can still get out, maybe run to the grocery store or church service before, sitting down and watch some Sunday night football.
Perfect.
And then by Monday, I think the lake takes over from there. And we've got some lake effect rain to deal with. We are now 7 days out from the official start to fall. That is the astronomical start, the fall equinox. If you are counting down, maybe you've already jumped on the bandwagon and have headed out like myself to pick some apples. I've got 9 pounds of apples that I don't know what to do with quite yet, but I'll figure it out. And I'm sure some of you will too if that was your plan today. Temperatures are going to fall back into the upper 60s by Monday, and that's because we get another cold front to work on in here. And this front, again, is going to have a change in our wind direction. So we'll eventually get some lake effect showers out of this as well. We start to rebound. And if you're looking at our average high temperature, it's dipped into the mid 70s. We get closer to that specifically by Wednesday and Thursday. And as we approach next weekend, temperatures are actually closer to 80 degrees. So if you're a summer lover and savoring everything that we can, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for the next 6 to 10 days actually features the eastern half of the country above normal when it comes to those temperature readings. So if you remember, I just said 76 was our average high now. That will continue to fall as we go through the month, but even as we end the nearer the month, you can see the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This prediction from the Climate Prediction Center takes us for the next 14 days. So what I can actually show you past the extended forecast, we hover above average. So again, savor it for what it's worth. We'll take what we get, and we have these ebbs and flows. 'Tis the season, of course. We've had high clouds streaming on in. This is the cirrus variety, so all those that kind of look like you take a paintbrush and you kind of just swoop through the sky. That's what that is. And those are all composed of ice crystals. Another fun fact for you. But the clouds are only set to continue to push their way further to the east. There is some wet weather through the Buckeye State right now. It's not through Northeast Ohio specifically. And why that's a thing is because we have so much dry air in place, it basically erodes the chance for any of that weather to actually make it all the way to the surface. That cold front's not too far off, just back to the north and west. It is now pushing active weather not only through the state of Michigan, but Indiana. I already mentioned the Buckeye State. And then more pronounced weather. My brother's playing out at against Iowa in Iowa City right now, and they had a lightning delay of game play because of obviously lightning, but that's associated with the actual front moving through. A weak disturbance to the deep south, and that's Lee continuing to fizzle on out through parts of western Canada at the moment. Cooler air is going to be reinforced as this front makes its way through. And on top of that, we get drier air. So if it's been comfortable to you outside and you've had the windows open, it's going to stay that way. We have no immediate changes when it comes to the muggy meter creeping back up. Things kind of stay very pleasant. So feel free to open up the windows again tonight if you haven't already taken advantage of the day too. Temperatures are going to fall back from the 60s into the 50s. I think tonight will be more of a mild evening than what we've experienced in the days prior. The cloud cover, though, is going to increase, and that's usually the precursor to bigger change to come, which means we've got some rain chances to talk about too. In your National Climate on the Hour forecast, this is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. There's some green on your screen, which alludes to the fact that there will be some wet weather around. It's not going to be for everyone, but here's the thing. Depending on how much cloud cover we get, because I think we break out into sunshine through the middle of the day, which may be fantastic for the play of game for the Guardians tomorrow downtown. This is going to depict how high our temperatures climb tomorrow. Are we stuck in the upper 60s or do we make our way into low 70s? There's going to be a difference in location to location. But when you're thinking rainfall associated with this front, our chances actually aren't greater tomorrow, even though we've got a spotty shower here and there. I think by Monday is going to be a very gray, gloomy, and wet day across Northeast Ohio. Will some of you go without rainfall? Yes, but this is 6 in the morning, so already an idea of some lake-enhanced wet weather moving on through, and that's because our lake temperatures in the low 70s, and we've got a cool north breeze moving on through, and that leads to scattered wet weather through the second half of your Monday as well. There will be peaks of sunshine mixed on through too, but the chances only continue from there, and then as soon as we hit Tuesday, we start to work in even more sunshine. Things will get brighter, things will get warmer. You might need the air conditioning by the end of the week if you're looking at that 80-degree day by Friday. but we stay dry. And that means for those folks out there that are still, doing the whole garden thing, the cycle with the flowers, this is a week, or the moms, if they've picked them up at the local apple picking spots, they want to stay on top of watering them.
What was that little icon you had there at the end?
Those are fall leaves, because that's the first day of fall, officially.
And that means colder and colder temperatures.
It's bound to happen at some point in time, but here in Northeast Ohio, we just wait a day and it'll change.
We wait. All right.